Hi, I'm Carl Pearson, and I've been a small business owner for 76 years since I had a bicycle newspaper route at age 9 in North Platte, Nebraska. If I didn't get paid the nickel per week, my income for the week would drop by 5 cents. I was a business child at that time, but didn't understand it that well. I've had numerous businesses in various stages since then, from idea all the way to decades of existence. I owned a small business school for 18 years and a law practice for 53 years, and have a BA degree magna cum laude from the 10th largest university in the United States at that time at least, and was the president of the student council, and I earned a law degree at Harvard Law School. That's my background. So with employment decreasing to alarming low levels, I've heard today 46.7 million people joined the unemployment ranks in the past 13 weeks. More and more citizens and residents now see that their livelihood depends on the gig economy or starting a small business to avoid eviction and breadlines. Insufficiency of capital and lack of sufficient information are probably the two most important reasons for the failure of a small business. I can give you some quick, helpful advice on one and some useful information, very practical information on the other. First, let me give the advice. If you have no significant experience in owning or running a small business, you probably will fail in your first attempt. The odds are heavily against you. The way to beat those odds is to go to work for a small business similar to the one you have in mind for yourself, and try to get as close to running the business as you can, and do so at a rate of compensation that will encourage the owner to hire you as an unexpected benefit. Prove your worth by learning and applying your knowledge, and the higher pay should come, as the owner would then not want to lose you. If you follow this advice, you will be in a much stronger position to start a new business, or perhaps you will become a part owner of the business that gave you your paid schooling. Now, let's focus on reducing your costs to start a new business. Here are some of the costs to incorporate your new business, intended to protect you from personal liability in case the business fails and owes tens of thousands of dollars or more to the landlord, suppliers, bank, and credit card companies. 1. Incorporation fee. A sample ranging from $30 in California, $50 Michigan, $75 Florida and Louisiana, $125 in New York State, $175 Illinois, and $300 in Texas. 2. Legal fee to prepare, file, and obtain certified copies of the Certificate of Incorporation, $500 to $1,500 I estimate. 3. What is known as a corporate kit, with a stock certificate book with printed and numbered stock certificates, the articles of incorporation, bylaws for the corporation, and various resolutions adopting the bylaws and shareholder director meeting minutes, plus a corporate seal in a leather case. $200 I estimate. 4. Annual filing of returns with the state, $250 minimum I estimate. 5. Accountant expense for the preparation and filing of the annual return of the corporation with the state. I estimate that at $500. 6. Legal fee for annual preparation and signing of legal papers showing that you have maintained the business within the corporation through directors and sole shareholder meetings. $500 I estimate. 7. 4 years more, if you are lucky, of numbers 4 to 6, and I estimate that at $5,000. 8. The value of your time as to 1 through 7, and I estimate that at $5,000. Therefore, the total cost of the corporation over a 5-year period is what I estimate to be $13,000 $250. I believe that setting up and maintaining a corporation for your new small business would be a waste of your money. Instead, I urge you to consider filing a document which allows you to operate under a fictitious or assumed name. The document has different names in different states, some of which are DBA, assumed name certificate, trade name certificate, fictitious name certificate, business name certificate, doing business as certificate, various names, as I've said. But what about the risk of personal liability? Are you willing to write a check for $13,200 to buy that protection if that wipes out the amount you had available for your new business idea? Do you think that the landlord for your new business is not going to ask for a personal guarantee? Do you think that anyone will lend money to your underfinanced new corporation without a guarantee? You will probably be using your existing credit cards in your name and therefore your personal liability because your new corporation won't qualify for a credit card. There is even a doctrine that imposes liability on an underfinanced corporation, which could cost you $50,000 in legal fees even if you should win. So, the way it looks, to me at least, you are not getting much protection from personal liability. Even your suppliers may require payment in advance or your personal guarantee. For a one-time fee of about $10 to $100, you can use an assumed name for your new business, such as Transport for You or Jack's Do Anything Services, and prepare and file the certificate using the form usually provided by the state's Secretary of State or from providers of legal forms such as NOLO and Blumberg. Well, I've said what I wanted to say, and I'll be back soon with my next video.